Hey gang, here we are on the top of Mount Carmel, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is raining up here. It's not necessarily a nice day, but you can see a little bit over my shoulder the valley below me, which is the valley of Megiddo. There's two basic stories that happen here in the Bible. The first is the story of Elijah and the prophets of Baal. Israel has not been following the Lord, and so Elijah calls a showdown here on Mount Carmel, and he builds an altar to the Lord, and he tells the priest, do whatever you want, do whatever you need to do, but we're going to have two altars, and we're going to see which one the Lord lights on fire. And so they cut themselves with knives, they chant, they dance, nothing happens, and Elijah starts to say, hey, what's the problem? Is your God on the bathroom toilet? Like the ultimate trash talk there. And then he takes 12 huge barrels of water, dumps it on the altar, and those signify the 12 tribes of Israel, but also this is a very precious commodity after a long time of drought. And then he simply prays to the Lord. He simply prays, the fire of heaven falls, and the people say, the Lord, he is God, the Lord, he is God. And then Elijah executes the prophets of Baal, and then begins to pray again, and he sends his servant to go see the Mediterranean Sea and says, do you see anything? He goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Finally, after the 5th time, he says, I see a cloud the size of a man's hand. And then shortly after, the sky turns dark and it rains, sort of like today. And Elijah grabs his robes around his knees and he runs ahead of Ahab's horses all the way back to the city. So this is where it happened. Now, below is the valley of Megiddo. More battles have been fought there probably than any place else into the modern era with General Allenby. But also this is Armegeddon, which is where we are told that Armageddon will happen here below. So this is Mount Carmel and the valley of Megiddo.